sure you go out to Delhi, visit those guys. We want to thank Midtown Marina, Jeremy and Brenda, who are here tonight. I want to thank Johnny Schrader and Sunset Lanes for having us out here again. This season, actually, folks, is our 10th season fishing. So this upcoming season is our 10th season. We want to thank Hawkeye Boat Sales and The View for donating a couple items here today. I want to thank Hawkeye Rods, Al Engling and Chris for donating rods here today, one which we're going to be giving away here shortly. Linden Propeller, again, gave another propeller for the card drawing. Grave Signs helped us out with our Dubuque Bass Club logo. We've got a couple new sponsors, or a new sponsor, I should say, it's Destination Outdoors up in Prairie du Chien. Helped us out with some gift cards today. We've got 5 $50 gift cards that we're going to give away in the card raffle. Make sure you go up and visit those guys. K&K down in Bettendorf, they've always been really good to us. We got quite a few of our items here that we're giving away today from them. And then everybody else, Cleet Girardi brought some woodworking items in today. Thank him for that. And of course, I know there's people out here that I'm forgetting. Everybody that helps out, all the officers of the club here that are able to bring you this event and the club that we have. And Dan Testman, thank you, Shocker Rods, for the donation of his rod, which is up here in the high-end rod raffle today. And I know I'm forgetting people, so my apologies, but thanks to everybody. We're going to get this started off here pretty quick. We're just wrapping up the youth rod raffle. While we're doing that, I'll go over a couple of things. I know I'm on the list here. I'm not sure where I'm at. Bear with me for just a second. 2022 schedule. The 2022 schedule has been decided. We will have that out on the Facebook page shortly and the web page.
Wait for tournaments for make sure we get all the.
We got all the permits. All the permits have been applied for and received.
I'll put it in tomorrow.
Yep. So you'll be able to see that tomorrow, probably Monday. 2021 for us has been a really, really good year. Again, I calculated it up the other day. 116 members is what we had for our 2021 season. 105 of those members signed up for Big Bass. We've got a Big Bass cash prize to give out this afternoon and this evening. Boat turnout. I didn't do the statistics again here. Boat turnout. We've been running right around that 40 boat tournament. The water was pretty good for us last year. We didn't have to cancel anything like years past. Hoping for another great 2022 season again. This is our 10th season of doing this, so we're going to do a couple of different things this year to really spice up a few of our tournaments, specifically the Classic that we have. With the restrictions that one of these states that surrounds us has regarding the tournaments, we're going to do something a little bit different. Whereas before we would chip in for a meal, this go around what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just chip in some money. So first, second, maybe third place, we're going to bump those payouts. I think we haven't decided on a number yet, but it's going to be well worth your time if you want to come out of the Classic this year. Points tournaments, again, we went over a lot of this stuff here at our meetings, but points tournaments, I want to say we have 6 points tournaments again, 10 total tournaments. That does not include our club versus club. Where the hell's Budak at? There he is. We're coming for you, sucker. So he's won twice now. We can't have this anymore. This isn't right. So
We're not going to Castle.
we're gonna do it right this year. So stay tuned again. Watch our Facebook page. Watch our website. We will update everything on those 2 items.
Brian's getting wrapped up here. Just counting up what we took in tonight for this raffle. So just a little bit of history. 2 years ago we started out trying to get some more kids involved. So people that have been with us from the start of the club know that one of our missions was really to grow the bass fishing community in Dubuque. And we, as you can see looking around today, you can see that growth taking place on the adult side, and we're also working really hard to get that going on the youth side. And the adult club has fed the youth club. So you look around here, there are lots of people in this room tonight that have showed up to be boaters for our youth anglers. We do weeknight tournaments and we do some weekend half-day tournaments to get those young guys out there, get them access to the water, and teach them some of the techniques. And so it's been really great. It's been great for the kids to get out there just to see their faces and see them doing well. it's also been really rewarding. I can speak from my experience, and I know Jeremy as well has had a great time on the youth tournaments. A great way to bond with each other. You know, it's not competitive from the adults, so a lot of times when we're fishing against each other, there's a lot of competition, a lot of those juices flowing, and when we get together for those kids events, it's just really great to give back, you know, and see those kids' faces, and talk to each other and kind of help each other, like, hey, where can I get this kid on a fish, you know, and share a little bit of information that way to make sure all those youth anglers are having a good time. Most of you know we did have the state champion on the youth side come out of the Dubuque Youth Bass Club this year. So Will Oberhofer and Max Dressler brought home that state championship. Had the highest weight in a state tournament ever for the youth side by over, I think it was 4 pounds. So that was really exciting. So big things to come for the youth club. So thank you everyone for that. So tonight we're gonna draw out. Did you pour them all in there? You dumped them all in there. All right. So we're gonna draw right now for this rod that Al put together for us. So a beautiful Rain Shadow Eternity blank. Top of the line, great quality rod. This raffle tonight brought in $760 for that youth club. So that's going to go directly into those events for those kids, giving them prizes. We do it all free of charge for those anglers, making sure that we're opening that access up to anyone that really wants to come and fish. So that is huge. I really want to give a heartfelt thank you to all you guys that chipped in for that, because it really is a great event. And we have one of our youth anglers, Ocho. Owen here is going to draw out a number, so get your tickets out. He's going to draw it, and we're going to call her off.
You pick your own or you go home.
White tickets. Yep, these are the white tickets. He's digging deep. Thorough little fella. All right, white ticket, 982504. Woo. Hey, Tim McCoy. All right. Congratulations, Tim. We got a hat donated from Hawkeye Custom Fishing Rods and that rod. So, yep, that one right there. Thank you very much to Al and Chris for making this happen tonight. That was a really generous donation, and we're always happy to partner with you guys on these events. If you want to, you can use it for fly fishing or any other application at your house. So our first winner is going to be Laney.
What?
Oh boy, Ocho.
That's from what, the high end?
I am.
That one right there.
You're a Dobbins guy, aren't you?
Not anymore. I'm an Al England guy.
Dobbins, this is on YouTube, so I mean, people are going to know this. Congratulations to Laney. She's been a hot ticket tonight.
Lady Haley.
Winner. All right.
E11.
Obey. No. Nick who?
Nick Cooley.
Nick C. Nick Cooley.
You're welcome.
Come on down, Nick.
Woo!
You see, you could have bought some of those kid rod raffles now. You know, it would have been okay.
Yeah,
All right, congratulations, Nick.
Take the spinning rod.
One more high end. So we're going to do one more high end right now. Oh, 10. Can't be. Can't be. Steve Neese.
Woo!
This guy's won more rods at these banquets than he has fingers. Congratulations to Steve. All right, we're going to switch over. We're going to do a couple out of the low end. So again, the low end, when we say low end, still some pretty nice rods being drawn here.
Good job, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
13C. Worm. Go figure.
From the back.
These guys.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Jeff K.
Fresh pick.
I'll take this one.
You look excited as the last PowerPoint presentation we did in senior high school.
There's one more.
All right, our last winner. This is a special one. It's capped off. It's got a lid to it. Very beautiful piece. If your husband passes and gets cremated, you can put him in this. If you wanted to, you could store lots of different pieces in here. Let's go into number 236. 236. He buys that bass boat.
Back up.
You're not on board. All right, there we go.
Oh, Dan, you're going in there. You're going in there.
I don't know if he'll fit.
Rub the lamp.
She's a genius. We might be a little biased, but I think we have some of the best trophies around. So these are pretty special things that he puts together, pretty unique, awesome prizes. So we're going to call our winners out. We're going to have them come up. And we'll have a little trophy presentation. So our first tournament of the year was out of Schmidt Harbor on May 5th. And so we need James, Stephen, and Keaton Williams. Are they here tonight? James and Keaton are not here tonight, so they weighed in 16.16 pounds and took home that trophy in that first event. So congratulations to them. Second event, also Schmidt Harbor, was on May 23rd. That was Ben Dressler and Cleet Girardi. So I know Cleet's in the house here, so we'll have Cleet come on down for that trophy presentation. I think Cleet said that it was mostly hair jigs and Senkos that he was using during that event to bring in 16.27 pounds to the scales on that big W. So congratulations to Cleet and to Ben Dressler on their big tournament win. The next event took us upriver up to Lansing. That was on June 6th. And we had the first kickoff event for one of our frequent flyers in the payout this year, and that was Ryan Doty and Derek Doty. So we got Ryan here tonight. Yeah, the people's champ, the people's champ. So Doty brought, the Dotys brought 15.25 pounds to the scales up in Lansing and took home the W there. That was a fairly tough event for Lansing, and so definitely well deserved for those fellas. Going there, 17.22 pounds in that tournament. Was a phenomenal weight for this area, and definitely an achievement there. Middle of the year really saw some big weights being brought to the scale, so anyone bringing home a trophy this year definitely had to swing some weight into the boat for sure. Yeah. Next up, we were up at Mud Lake, and we had Nick Meyer and Darwin Cloft bringing in 17.01 pounds to the scale. Come on down, fellas. Great to see them getting in that winner's circle. They've been chasing these trophies for a long time in the club. And then the Sunset Lanes Open, so hosted by our favorite bowling alley and club
like each other
banquet venue, Sunset Lanes. That tournament went to Carter Stahlberg and Jesse Gert. Looks like Jesse, do you remember the weight that you had for that tournament? 14 on the nuts. 14 on the nuts. Yep, it says 14 here, and I thought that might have been a typo, but it was not. So 14 pounds, middle of the year like that is a nice high weight.
Why is it
So typically the Sunset Lanes Classic, we never give trophies out because it's an open, but you know, these guys call me early on because they're millennials that felt left out, so they needed a participation trophy. So they went ahead and paid for their own trophies, and this is totally unique. So congratulations, guys!
September, on to September, we had the Classic out of Mud Lake this year. So we had Clyde the Glide Burnett and Stevie Esser. If you guys want to come on down, they brought 15.64 pounds to the scales and rock that leaderboard. Great to see Clyde getting in there again. He seems like he sneaks in one almost every year now. He's getting in there big bass and some of those big bags, so figuring that river out and doing a great job. So congratulations, guys, on that Classic win.
You need to put an X on the floor?
Next up, we got our Big Bass Trophy. So Mr. Cooley, if you want to come on down. Austin Cooley took home Big Bass this year. That was 4.73 pounds for the club this year. The total on that was $1,050. So definitely worth that investment to get into that Big Bass side pot. So that's been one of the kind of a unique thing that we added back a handful of years ago. That's been a pretty neat experience and pretty nice payday to win if you can bring home that Big Bass for the season.
Always, you know, have a little fun with our winner. Hi, buddy.
How are we doing?
So Austin this year won the Big Bass, 4.73 pounds. Congratulations, Chris Streets.
Hey.
If anybody hasn't seen that on the website, we had a little mistypo there. Didn't quite line up. I blame somebody for that. But anyways, so this guy, every year we do this, I always take a look and I'm like, well, what can I get this guy with? How can I get this guy? I'm telling you, this guy's so boring. He really is. I heard he does CrossFit. Okay, boring. I know he's an engineer at John Deere. Boring, right? So I'm like, well, what does an engineer at John Deere do? Nothing, right? So I'm looking on the website. Engineer, they're good at math. Okay, well, that's simple enough. So I'm like, well, what can I get a guy that's good at math? Well, what is 1,050 divided by 20? Anybody want to take a guess what that is? I don't even know. 57 point something, right? So what does that equate to?
You're the banker.
You need 57 point some friends. Dan Tessman, you're the point something. 57 point some friends to count on their fingers and toes in $1 bills. $1,050.
All right, Super Club.
You can fit a
Chad did have to put that into a Clorox container. I don't want to say where he got those $1 bills, but they are sanitized and they are clean.
They got
so,
some glitter on them.
no worries there. Promise.
All right.
So next up, we got our Angler of the Year presentation. So the People's Champ is also our special Venmo buddy, Ryan Doty. So if we want to get Ryan to come on down here for that Angler of the Year presentation.
Right.
They're saying "voo" for Venmo. I think it's a V. It's not a B that they're saying, Ryan. So Ryan had really a phenomenal year this year. These guys were on the fish every tournament. Ryan fished with his brother, which is always a special event. You know, when you can fish with family, whether that's your dad or whether that's a brother-in-law, a brother, a cousin, a wife, one of your children. So pretty awesome for Ryan to have that special season. And then to ditch his brother in the last event of the year to solidify that Angler of the Year title just for himself was really one for the book. So pretty special. Way to go, Ryan, and we wouldn't expect anything else from you, buddy. So, all right, next up we have our Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is something that, again, as the club has grown, and as we've looked back and we've looked at the community of anglers that we've had, we came together as a group of officers and said we really want to find a way to recognize the people that kind of came before us in a lot of cases and made bass fishing a prominent sport in this area, or recognize people that are doing something above and beyond to make this club special. And so tonight is no different for that, and so we have a Hall of Fame inductee. If you see up here by the bar on the chair here, we do have the plaque. The Dubuque Bass Club Hall of Fame plaque where our winners are added. And so that is on display at Midtown Marina, kind of our home base for our tournament and Bass Club meetings, monthly meetings, so they can kind of be recognized as people are coming in and out of the restaurant there. So Hall of Fame, really a special event for us, a special honor that we don't do every year. But this year we do have an honoree, and so I'd like to have James Friedman come up and get his award as a Hall of Fame inductee. You can come on down here, boss. I want you to come and stand down here by me as I read off some of these accolades and some of these contributions that you had. Well, don't say they're all lies until we get done. We really tried to do a nice job here.
Is Linden the sponsor of this or what?
Hey.
Yeah, Linden. Instead of doing a ham this year, they paid for the Hall of Fame plaque instead of sending Boss a ham. So I'm just going to read off a little history here on Boss for everybody. So Boss was born back in January 24th, 1949. Started fishing in the late 50s with the encouragement of his mom with a worm and bobber and fishing from the shore. Joined the Army in 1969 with an honorable discharge in 1971.
That was a miracle.
Miracle, yep. They didn't know half the stuff he did either. 1975, he bought his first fishing boat and traded it with 3 months later for a small cruiser boat, which was also short-lived. 1977, he bought his first real bass boat, a 17.5 foot hearse with a 175, which was really unheard of at the time. So, you know, you see someone blowing a flat, you see someone with a rooster tail of mud. These days, you know, it was boss, and back in the day, you know, you saw someone ripping down the river in a 175, kind of was the same thing. With his new boat, he was the fastest crappie bluegill fisherman in the area, hitting all of those holes and really putting a hurting on those fish.
He's not bullshitting. That's what I bought the boat for, is crappie fishing.
Attaboy.
Fall of 1977, he was taken fishing by Art Hurlberg and intentionally caught his first bass, and that was the start of this addiction for him. Spring of 1978, he joined the AAA Bass Club. He was in Midwest Bass for 2 years, where he won the state championship and qualified for regionals. He also fished Great Plains with Rick Geisler for 10 years. And while they were fishing that, they qualified for multiple different state championships and tournaments. And at the time, he was the only person to qualify for regionals in multiple states. 1982-83, he fished BASS out of La Crosse with 150 boats in that one. The first year he finished 17th, the second year he finished 25th. 1984, some people elected him the president of the AAA Bass Club. And so he served as the president of that club, which you know, we all know takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication from individuals to give up time that they could be doing other things. And so we definitely appreciate his volunteerism there.
Wasn't that the year they went under as well?
No.
That was a brilliant job.
No, that's when he started. That's when he took over. Early 1984-ish, with the help of Dave Lincoln and others, they started the first Kids Day tournament in our area. That tournament is still going strong today. It's now run by the Dubuque Walleye Club. It's a one-day tournament that sees over 100 kids fish in that single-day event. So
awesome.
He was part of kicking that event off. So a round of applause for that. That has been a long-standing, very, very significant achievement. Early 2000s, he fished the Bass World Sports, where he saw some success and qualified for multiple regional tournaments, year-end classics there. When the Dubuque Bass Club formed in the spring of 2013, Boss won our first and second ever tournaments. And he still fishes occasionally whenever he's on fish. We'd like to...
my name's not there.
His name is not, no. So we would definitely like to extend a very warm welcome to the Dubuque Bass Club Hall of Fame 2022 to James Friedman. Congratulations. All right.
I'll get in trouble with it.
Yeah, you probably will get in trouble if we give you the mic. We took it away from Junior a couple years ago. So we know where he got it from. We're going to roll into some of our raffles now. So we have your names in the bin. We're going to get the prizes starting to roll. So if we have anybody that is really looking to move around and hand out some of these prizes, you can feel free to come on up. Otherwise, officers will be passing those out. When you win, just kind of stand up and really hold up that ticket high. We'll get those prizes out to you. And we'll try to kind of keep this moving as we go here. So we're going to start out with our general raffle. All right, we're going to start off with a hat. Looks like a
Officer McDougal or something.
Okay, that's going to go to Darwin Cloft. Is going to be our first winner here tonight. We got a pack of missile D-bombs. Bulk bag going out to Nick Cooley.
Back there.
Back corner there, Nick. Congratulations. Cleet Girardi's going to take home some Rage Bug. That electric blue color. Ooh, we got some of Evanoff's favorite, Guggen Baits banger. That's going to go to Jeff Oberhofer. He loves a good banger. All right, Jeff, raise your hand high there.
Round 2 t-shirt.
All right, next up we got a round 2 t-shirt going out to Mike Stoffler. We got a hat and a bag of some cocktail worms, cutter worms. That's going out to Jill Hancock. Thanks for playing today, Jill. Big winner, getting on the board early. Next up we got Dinger taking home some Rage Bugs from Strike King. We got Rob Schneider taking home some Rage Bugs as well. What do we got there? Some swim baits going out to Keith Garrity. Ooh, Ooh, next up we got a Lucky Craft square bill crankbait. I don't know where you go where you can get a $10, $12 crankbait in a raffle. That's going out to Dinger as well. It's a fish catching machine.
One knocker spook.
Ooh, one knocker spook. Darwin Cloft. Taking home a nice one knocker spook. So we do have a new donor in this year as well. Destination Outdoors up in Prairie du Chien. They are a boat dealer and they also are a tackle supplier. They carry tackle. We're going to start buying some tackle from the club. They partnered with us not only for the banquet, but also are giving us special pricing on the lures that we buy. Troy Burchin, if you know him, he's up there at Destination Outdoors selling Falcon boats and different lures. $50, he gave us five $50 gift certificates for the banquet, so make sure you're hitting him up when you're up there. We got a red deck, 5 of diamonds. Hey, Jeff, it's hot tonight.
Woo! Is that a winner? Mr. Bass!
Dolly's hot tonight.
Yeah, you're the blue duck.
Ton of inventory, Luke is saying up there at Destination Outdoors. All right, next up we got the blue deck, 4 of diamonds. Blue deck, 4 of diamonds. Worm, attaboy.